So I have begun the recording. We're gonna pick up where we left off.
I hope you know.
Actually, a few weeks ago. Yes, Tyler, say whatever you're gonna say before I start. Hope you know.
Oh no, I was just gonna make a snide comment,
Okay.
I hope you know, Raphael, that this is maybe the first time in our history that we've had 6 people before 8 o'clock.
Ha! There you go. It's all thanks to Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I really doubt that.
All right then, Reddington and Riondrake. You stand in front. You stand where Reddington made the wonderful choice that he made. Right in front of you is Tiamat. All 5 heads of the impossibly huge dragon that you have summoned and that you've courted all your life. Okay, you see the heads spreading out, and they're basically looking all over the place. One looks to the west, one looks to the east, one looks north. They're all looking around, and they're basically taking in what they see. Moonwind. But one of the heads, the red one, looks at you, and it comes closer, and it's low, and somebody's making a ton of noise. Tyler, that's you.
Me?
Yeah, someone's taking a ton of noise.
My mic was muted.
The thing was going.
I just heard yeah, I know my thing's going green for some reason, but I'm hearing like crunching.
So its eyes narrow and it looks at you, and she says, "I have you to thank for this, Blooddagger. You alone brought me from the abyss."
I had assistance. Apparently, God from the Chaos Court sent in Riondrake as well.
One of the other heads, the white one, turns back, looks at Riondrake, who's staring up at the dragon. Both of you roll saving throws. Will saves.
Me too?
No, just the 2 people who are in front of Tiamat. We have Riondrake and Reddington. No, Rachel, you're on the other side of the planet.
Oh, good. I don't want to be close.
Oh, yeah.
You're nowhere near here. You went down into that cave.
Good. That's better. I don't want to be
Don't worry about it.
Nothing good can come of me being close to Tiamat.
No, you're fine. You're nowhere near Tiamat.
Alright. Second, this thing's acting weird.
Will saves.
Bingo, bango, bongo. Let's see what I got. That's not what I needed, a 20. I got a fucking 20.
Riondrake, you're able to compose yourself in front of the giant super dragon. So you're basically putting on. Felix, you're muted.
The little bit of pee that was about to come out, he pulled it right back in.
Yeah, pretty much. So you're
I can't see what I want.
Okay, you rolled a 22, Jonathan. Okay, Reddington is also able to compose himself. Okay, in front of her awful majesty. Okay, the heads they all start focusing on you. 2 of them look at Riondrake, and the other 3 are looking at you, Reddington.
Oi, did I do drugs? I swear I didn't do drugs before I got you. You're seeing this too, aren't you? Reddington, you're seeing this, aren't you? So that magic and shit.
Not only is he seeing this, you hear the booming voice of the red dragon. But he brought me back from the abyss.
Oh, okay.
That's this one.
It's great.
Kneel before me as well, Reddington. Blooddagger.
He was apparently sent by Null.
Oh, yeah, Null sent me to help you. But why do you got it? A big... How does a dragon get 5 heads?
A paltry, small god that plays paltry, small games. I offer you a reward, tiny one, for what you have done, this great act. What do you wish? One of the heads, the green one, is really close to Riondrake, and it's sniffing him, smelling him.
Oh, you're not talking to him, are you?
No. Return of my wife and son.
Talk to him. Oh, can you do that?
The dragon's eyes slit, and then turns all of her attention to all 5 heads to Riondrake. I smell law on you, dwarf.
Oh! It's me wee boy.
Yeah.
Show me him.
You're a great dragon, aren't you? He's imbued with fire magic, and he's going to be a great one. He's Yngvar. He shows the child's going to peek out from the back of his head. He's going to try to get the child up.
Okay, so he picks up the child and shows it to the dragon. Okay. She looks at him real closely with the green dragon's head. Looks real closely at Yngvar. He has a great future, dwarf. Allow me to ensure that it is even greater. And she takes one claw and touches Yngvar on top of his head with the claw, and leaves a mark on his forehead, right here, a red mark. Then she pulls back. Then she pulls back, and Felix, you're muted, dude.
Are you saying that he looks like Gorbachev now?
For about a second. So the red mark, you see it glow like a terrible color, on his skin, and then it fades away, and eventually he looks normal. But whatever it is went into him, and then the dragon turns, and one of its wings pulls back, and you see 2 bodies there. They're both wrapped in white and covered. And they're not moving. They're both asleep, or unconscious, or dead. And then the dragon opens her massive wings and starts to flap them, and lifts up off the ground, and you can feel the hurricane force winds coming from her, and it starts to push both of you and the bodies, but you're able to hold yourself. But she's not trying to push you, and she takes off, flying away towards the ocean. So it's just the 2 of you and those bodies.
Oh, I got another god to bless me, child.
Where
to tell me about the Tiamat.
Check the bodies.
Okay. You turn over one of them, and underneath the cover is the Grand Duchess, sleeping. She's wrapped up in her wings, and
well done.
And asleep.
Ooh. Reddington's
back some sort of
sweating, okay.
You realize that it is cold outside. It's raining, and there is a cave not too far from here. If you want to get the women out of here, out of the cave, you go check the other body.
Riondrake immediately grabs the other body. Riondrake, he immediately grabs Lyjah and slings him around the shoulder. Okay. The baby starts to punch Lyjah.
Okay, Lyjah's unconscious, so you just feel her very, very light weight on you. She's an elf, for those of you who don't know.
Oi! To the cave! And Riondrake shuffles over there, of course.
Reddington follows with his wife, carrying his wife.
Okay, so both of you go into the cave.
Oh, you got to tell me how you meet so many gods.
Okay. The cave seems featureless.
I never heard of a 5-headed god.
The cave seems featureless. I mean, it doesn't look very deep. As you look around, some people there's evidence that people camped in here before. There is a hanging off of like some kind of outcropping, a necklace, and something about that necklace is very familiar to you, Reddington.
Drake, have you seen that necklace before?
Reddington has seen it before. You want to make a perception roll? See if you remember it.
That one?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. It's just a necklace. You think it'll look pretty on your wife now that you somehow brought her back? And you're friends with Tiamat? That's good.
Alright.
Wait, is this Lyjah?
You're unconscious.
What's
Both women are
Lyjah?
unconscious.
Oh, now I remember. You were shagging that. Oh, yeah. Wait, how did that? Doesn't make sense. Weren't you shagging this one? I thought this was. Wait. What about? Oh. So you're telling? Let me process this right. That's your wife. You wasn't your wife in that body. This is Bellerophon's wife, and you were shagging this one, but now they're separated.
What'd you roll, John?
And the baby is in which body?
Honestly, the Roll20 is like acting fuzzy.
And use your funky dice.
Closing and opening.
And use your dice. Just add your bonuses for personality.
Yeah, I'm like trying to see my personality, but it keeps on closing.
You have like the best internet out of all of
Okay,
us.
it's not closing because the internet.
Interesting.
It's closing because he's Jonathan. Hold on, let me go look. Stats. You have a +2.
Felix, you're muted.
Yeah, no, maybe it's Jonathan's internet because my character.
You have a total bonus of +4, Jonathan. No, a +2. I'm sorry. This isn't a will save. This is percentage.
Trust me, it isn't his internet. Trust me.
It's not his internet.
Yes.
I went right into it.
Nope.
Okay, what did I roll?
10. You rolled a meager 10.
You don't. Reddington's memory is fading. Something about it is very familiar, and there's a sense of dread when you see it. The symbol at the end of it is an ancient drow symbol, but you can't place what you've seen the statue before. The only thing you can place is that it's drow. Damn, nice, Brian.
Shit.
Brain.
You think you've seen it swinging from somebody's finger before?
Oh, motherfucker. Okay, Riondrake. This may not be the best place to camp after all.
The weather outside is not getting any better, though.
Oh, so you want to camp out in the ashes of the... You want to camp out in the ashes of the dead dragons? That's a great idea. You can bring your wife there. But as for right now, this little lady...
We might have company coming.
Are you a wizard? Can you sense it? Do you sense people coming? Is it... Is it because... Oh! I think I know what's going on. You didn't tell your little girlfriend here. You pretend that she's your wife, but really you shagged Tiamat, didn't you? Oh, that's how you got them wings.
No, that is not what's going on.
Oh, it makes sense now.
That one dragon that likes to collect things.
A dragon? Are you okay? What they do? That is every dragon in existence. Find me a dragon that doesn't collect something. Good luck.
Well, from what I remember, and mind you, I do not remember the whole thing. One of his friends has an amulet.
You're not talking.
It's
Oi. You're not talking about Ganymede, are you? You're not. You're not talking about Ganymede?
Yes, one of his friends is here.
Well, I don't know. Ganymede's not that bad. I mean, look at me, child. He's still okay. He did wipe out my kingdom and gave me extreme trauma.
I didn't
But he
say it
didn't
was
kill the
Ganymede himself. I said it was one of his friends.
So what do you want to... You know what? Let me make this simple for you, because you're making this situation complicated. Riondrake starts digging into the mountain. He just starts digging and keeps digging and keeps digging. And then he makes a nice little home inside the mountain, like a solid 200 feet inside the mountain. He digs. And he makes a very immaculate, beautiful home inside. He's like, okay, Reddington, you see this? This is your room. This is my room. And
that's still going to take like half a day, you know that, right?
Damn
So
it.
he starts digging. So we leave Ryan Drake digging.
I just dig.
And
Riondrake just digs.
as
Yeah.
Ryan Drake digs, are you going to do anything to prepare, or the women, Jonathan? Are you doing anything? Make a campfire? It's raining outside.
Yeah, I'm going to try to make a campfire.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's easy. You just fire break.
Intelligence check then to not screw it up, or if you have any skills based on this, add your bonuses. You're able to actually see your thingy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Give me a sec.
Don't you have tails and a wing? Just blow flames. You shagged Tiamat. You should be able to blow flames from your mouth.
The crap are you talking about? Right.
Oi, I get it. Most kings have a lover, and then they have their wife.
Okay, how much did I roll?
I don't know. I can't see.
18. 18.
Good enough. You start a fire. You're preparing your camp, and it's while you're doing that the person that you haven't paid attention to at all starts casting behind you. So and you feel this white light start to cover you, so your entire body, and you can hear her casting and calling out the Behemoth. So what do? Lyjah's standing up. Her eyes are glowing. Her hair is freaking waving behind her, and you see she's summoning something.
Can I hear this from my little hole that I've been digging?
No.
Of course. Convenient.
Reddington
I
Blooddagger.
tried to do a disappearing app.
She said, Reddington Blooddagger, tell me right now why I shouldn't kill you.
I could tell you 100 reasons, but none of them would be good.
Then just give me one.
All right. It's raining, it's damp, and if the hamlet is who I think it belongs to, I believe it's one of the members of the Shadow Dancers Synod.
So they're gonna come kill you?
I don't quite think so.
I can easily handle that scum. Again, why shouldn't I kill you?
Well, let me put it in another way. There is a 5-headed dragon out loose in the world.
You see, one of the things Tiamat did when she revived me and your wife was she let us know it was her who revived us. And she let us know what you did.
Yeah.
I can sense my husband nearby. When he finds out what you've done, he will tear you limb from limb.
He may try.
I can make it very fast, rogue.
I'm sure you could. Reddington prepares to try to disappear while also grabbing a paralyzing poison in his pocket.
Okay, we'll leave you with your wonderful decisions right there, and we'll jump over to Bellerophon and Seth.
I am digging a hole. Diggy hole. That's what I'm doing. I'm just digging that hole. I completely forgot the purpose of the hole. I'm just digging. And of course, the child is beating on the hammer. And he's beating on the shield with a little stick.
You're digging a physical hole. He's digging a one.
He's digging a different one. Okay. Dude, your charisma skill is 0. It is -1, man. It's like a god grab your charisma.
Why shouldn't I kill you? Well, I don't know.
I have a child. Please, I want to be a father.
It's a woman, asshole. Why don't you have a kid inside the other woman? All right. Felix, Bellerophon, and Seth are still in the wrong bodies, and you're on top of Stormwall. You can rain is slamming into the two of you, but you are no longer on the wall, so you're no longer faced with the Storm Riders. They have departed, and they're no longer climbing the wall, but they took everyone else who was on the wall with them. So all those people are fucking dead. So there's no saving anyone out there. The two of you are still facing each other, and you are still in the bodies. To describe the scene, you are in an area that's basically just rugged terrain, and maybe a quarter of a mile away is forest. You can see mountainous area to your west, and far off in the distance, okay, you can actually see the glow of Calandra. Not too far. The city, Calestra, capital Calandra. So
I figure we're gonna have to head that way.
The instructions that were given to you about where Emperor Vaj is that he is west. Okay, the fire giants have a fortress to the west of here, between here and Calandra, and beyond that forest next to you. So that's pretty much it. So you realize you're looking right at your Fabio-esque body, and Seth is staring back at you. What do you guys do?
I wonder if there's a fountain nearby. We could undo this.
A fountain?
Yes.
There's a fountain for that?
It's a joke. You urinate in it and you exchange personalities back into your body. Forget it.
So, Seth, you realize that you're looking at your body.
Handle alcohol.
Seth, you look at your body, and your body has.
It's like looking at the body.
You're looking at your own body, and you notice that your body has wings. And Bellerophon, your body no longer has wings. The wings went with you.
Because they follow with my spirit, my soul.
And your weapon calls out, by the way. He's still holding Tempest, and it doesn't really work that well in his hands.
Come. We'll trade.
Weapon? Yes.
You guys trade weapons.
I call my weapon forward to me, and I hand him his.
Yeah. Tempest just flies over to you, lands in your hand.
All right, we're gonna have to find a way to undo this. I'm thinking, is there anything I could remember? Anything that?
Something. Tempest. You can hear the voice of the ancient spirits inside of Tempest, and you can't really make out their words, but they're telling you that you're not far from the end of your quest. That that the Gold Dragon graveyard is, and then right in the middle of telling you that the Gold Dragon graveyard is somewhere, Tempest screams. It basically howls like an agony, and tells you the quest is lost.
No. It can't. We must move. Come, Seth. I start flying.
So you start flying in what direction?
Seth starts to follow, not sure what's going on, but sets in a fight.
Okay. As you start moving, you guys notice through the storm itself, you see a figure not too far from you wandering around. It looks like a woman. And I'm going to wait, hold on, I'm going to switch the map over so you guys can see. Back to the storm wall for a second. So you guys can see an image of the figure, which you, neither one of you two is familiar with it, but some of the other players are familiar with it. If I can find it.
Someone help that girl.
There you go. Good memory. If I can ever find her. Where the fuck is she? Never mind, she's over here. Under L. Anyway, you see it. I'm having trouble finding her, so. You see a woman dressed in rags. You very quickly recognize her as some kind of a spirit, Bellerophon. And she's wandering around like lost. She is physical though, like some kind of banshee. Or Llorona, as she'll be called in Spanish. In Espanol.
Does that sense any evil from her?
No. Though something like this, the incarnation of this, something like this would normally be evil. You sense great sadness coming from her, like a torture creature.
Are you okay? I fly nearby and I land next to her.
She looks down at you, and she's like a creature. She looks even more afraid of you than anything, and she like starts to back away from you. And she's like,
I go like this with my hand up.
An angel, and she looks at Bellerophon's body, not at yours. You're a little goblin.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, my appearance. We've had a bit of a switcheroo here.
Bodies have been exchanged. It's quite weird. Flesh, release, paste.
Yes, young Seth is in my body now. How can we be of assistance to you?
She starts looking around and looking off the cliff face. And she keeps staring off the cliff face. And she starts walking towards it very slowly, away from you.
Okay, I stand before her.
Jump off. Or step off.
I grab her hand and I pull her back.
She looks over at you, and you see her face start to contort in rage. She's like, let go of me. Let go of me, monster.
I am no monster, and you should not do this.
You don't understand. And she starts to scream, like loudly. Both of you roll saving throws.
Oh,
okay.
She does like in Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah!
When they interrupt the ghost in the library, she does that.
Yeah.
She screams right at you.
Oh, yeah!
Is it a will save throw? Or
17.
Time to see your mind turn to paste. Oh, yeah!
Felix, you're using.
So it is okay.
No, you're using Bellerophon save that.
Huh?
You're fine. You use Bellerophon.
Yes, yeah, because it's my mental. Yeah.
Okay, Grimaldus rolled a 17. Oh, you roll, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Okay, Bellerophon, you resist her scream. You start to feel like pain as like your mind starts to basically become too large for this body, but you're able to you basically use your will and you maintain yourself, and what you saw happening, basically yourself leaving your body, you're able to maintain it, so you stay in Seth's body. Meanwhile, Seth's spirit leaves Bellerophon's body, and Bellerophon's body basically topples over and lands on his face. As Seth's spirit starts to try to enter his own body. You resisted what you shouldn't resist.
Can I jump and leave? Can I leave the body and jump into my own?
You can choose to fail the saving throw.
Okay, I'm a fail.
Okay, so you chose to fail the saving throw, and your mind is ripped from Seth's body and returned to Bellerophon's body, and Seth also returns to his body. You guys are fine. The creature in front of you steps off the cliff and disappears into the mists.
Poor woman.
My body. My drink.
Myself.
Please give each other your hit points. Some of you lost. I think one of you lost a fuckload of hit points.
Yeah.
That was me. That was me. When I was Seth. Seth's body was holding on by one hit point.
So you got 1 hit point. And Bellerophon has whatever.
Because your first hit, like, it crushed me out, like most of my hit points. Then the second hit dropped me to 1 hit point. I did all that fighting on 1 hit point.
Yeah, so
sounds like DCC.
I was like, "Come here, Seth." I go and I was like,
you touch him in the forehead.
And I put my finger on his forehead.
John,
all right.
ET, go home.
Tell him how many hit dice.
Yeah, I give him. Well, he's a warrior, right? So
yeah.
So he's D12, right?
If he's a warrior, he's a D12.
So you get 19 hit points back.
19. All right, so that's 20.
Delicious.
All right.
You're rich, Seth. You're
back
rich.
Inside your body, Bellerophon, you feel your
stream.
wife. She is northwest. You suddenly feel her energy.
I grab Seth.
And you feel absolute fury coming from her. You feel absolute fury coming from her.
I grab Seth and I fly like a rocket.
So as you start flying,
I clutch him to me and I put him in my bag like Baby Yoda.
Roll a reflex saving throw. As you fly.
Me?
Yes, you. As you fly through you start flying over the wilderness below you to try to get to your wife.
11.
Oof, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. You see like four metal balls coming right at you, and because you were so anxious to reach your wife, you completely missed the ambush. You see the metal balls flying up at you. They go behind you, wrap around you, and you feel the net form as your wings are tied up in this thing, and you drop right out of the sky. Boom, onto the ground. You're gonna take a little damage. Let's do a little damage.
Yeah. Well, I clutch Seth so that way I take the damage.
Okay, so you're all right. Okay, I'll let you do that. So you take the 2d6.
I go like this and I clutch Seth. And
11 damage for Bellerophon. And you land on the ground right in front of the Templars. The Tellarmadians. You see a whole bunch of them around you. A bunch of knights, all dressed up with a little conical shaped helmet, like a little kind of conquistador looking thing. All of them, their armors are glowing. Each one is holding these powerful looking halberds. You can sense the holy magic coming from them, but it's not the Hammocks magic. It's some other god. And you're surrounded by at least 30 of these guys. And with them is a very powerful looking paladin. He's full of plate, just like you. He's on a brilliant stallion, and next to him is some kind of cleric. From the cleric's hand is a glowing like a chain, some kind of ethereal chain that spreads out, and it's wrapped around a child, a small child, about yay high, about 2.5 feet tall. He's in all rags. And his eyes are like the bloodshot red. He's got big bags underneath him, and he looks like the Walking Dead. They turn to you. They basically ride right up to you and surround you, and pull out their halberds and point in your direction. So you are disabled. You may attempt to break out.
Okay.
They're not attacking you.
Okay. What I gotta do? Fortitude or something to break out?
Strength check.
Okay. All right.
As you go to try to break out, you hear the voice of one of them. Do not attempt to escape. You have a creature on you, some kind of infestation. We will pull it off you and then release you.
A creature on me?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Release the kobold. The knight, those you release the
They're
kobold.
telling me.
He is a companion.
He is a monster. We will handle him. One of them walks up to you. He's got some kind of chain and some kind of a collar, and he gently is like trying to push your arm away from Seth.
I tell him I hold him back, and I look at his armor, and I point to the insignia, the Grey Knight's insignia that he has.
The warrior looks back at the big knight.
He's a creature of law.
We will speak in a moment, sir. First, we must restrain him. Release the paladin.
He shall not be restrained. He shall be treated as his statute, as his what?
These guys are the ones that have been battling the Calandrins. As in, we've been killing their men.
All right. Well,
It speaks.
Just stay quiet.
Its control over you
He
is
does
evident
speak.
even now, paladin. Please release him, and we can speak.
I have no control. Nobody has control over me.
We need
My father Behemoth protects me.
The cleric steps in. And
He is a creature.
The cleric steps in. He decides to play good cop, and he goes, "It clearly has control over the paladin. We're going to have to restrain both of them." So they pull out another one of those collars.
Cleric,
advance on you.
Cleric.
I'm gonna let you roll initiative when we come back to you guys. I'm gonna go check in on the other group.
Okay.
So we jump over to Rachael's group that's heading on the ground into the the glacier. So Luce isn't here, so we'll just go and make pretend she's with your group. All right. So Rafael and Brian, you guys there?
Yep, I'm here.
Alrighty. So all of you step into this.
Yep.
You're stepping into the cave that was created that leads down into to that spaceship thing that you can see in the ice.
Yeah.
So Brian, you went with them, I think, and so did the lion, and no more of Jonathan's characters. She'll stay behind.
Yeah.
Freya also went, so we're gonna make pretend she's with you when she returns. If she logs in later, then she can pick it up. So you go deeper into the exhaust. I'm gonna describe this thing to you. Okay, you see wisps of green vapor, basically wafting through. It's above you. The green vapor is not actually hitting you. You went into one of the tunnels. The tunnels measure 5 feet in diameter, and they extend deep into the surrounding ice, curving slightly as you see it go until its extent is lost in darkness. All right. The tunnels, as you get into them, you realize are made of material. They're not actually ice. Well, I'm gonna.
No, they're like concrete.
Yep. I'll read it to you right now. I'm just putting a little image for this group so we see.
All right, good.
There's a little image in Roll20. That's not what they look like. That's what it looked like when you came in. So, both tunnels are completely lined with blue-gray material resembling fired clay. All right. So you guys are going in there. What order are you going in?
Group formation.
You only have enough in there to go one at a time.
The lion is gonna take point. He's gonna have a torch and his shield in one hand and a sword at the ready in his right hand. So a torch and a shield on his left, and and his sword in the right.
How are you carrying a shield?
My gun and my
Yes, go ahead.
I got my gun and my cowboy hat. My new character McReady. McReady.
RJ McReady.
I've got I'll take like the back. I have my my gem dagger that has the light when there's like gems and other magical stuff around. So I'm using that to light the back end of the line here.
Clever. Using a staff and not fire, as it should be. Lion Man, what do you use such antiquate lighting device when you have a wizard here with a staff?
Antique. Are you, See, I am ill familiar with your queer culture and its knickknacks. See, we are familiar with flame and
arrows.
that is the light source. Yes, your magic is twisted.
Yet you have a flying airship.
That I am still trying to comprehend.
Okay, good. So drop your silly torch, use a shield, and we'll light up the room when you fight.
And your magic, you're sure it won't blow up in your face? I swear I remember an elf getting pale, dry skin from the magic.
Jonathan, mute yourself.
Oh, that's different. That's when it's a rare error. But lighting places is pretty straightforward. It requires little skill. And I tap a little bit on the come on thing. You should be working. I tap a little bit on the staff, and it lights up. It's pretty bright.
I'm afraid that perhaps any magical endeavor that you were to embark upon would cause great harm, or perhaps an army of gnomes, or some creature will pass out immediately for no apparent reason.
It could be, but no. This one is we learned this in Wizard Camp, using a staff to light up a room, and we use it. And we usually also use it when we are reading the wizard books under the covers at night when the warden doesn't let us.
This is, your culture is very weird. Where were you from again?
From a place called the Last Sun. Don't worry about it. It's a lost place. You don't want to know about it. Oh, well, if we all fail and we have to escape somewhere, I'll take you there. If I care enough.
Okay.
But maybe we can get this ship that seems to be underneath here, and then we can go blow up these weird wizards that want to destroy all chaos magic.
I agree. Keep the line moving.
Yes. Too much talking, not enough walking.
When you lit your item, you notice that the green mist limits vision to about 20 feet ahead. The light that you created gives you about 30 feet ahead. So you can see up ahead. You can see further up ahead. And you notice a blue-gray substance that lines these tubes that are part of this thing that you're inside of. A blue-gray substance. Okay. Do you guys start moving? In what order are you in?
The lions first, and also I turn off I shove the torch in the snow, and then I put it away, prepared for later. I'm in front, shield up.
So you start moving down.
Yeah, let's start.
So you start moving down.
Let's go down.
Okay, after about 50 feet of walking and noticing no real difference in this tube, just as it's getting darker and darker, there's more and more of that mist coming out as you get closer to the ship that's somewhere down there. You start hearing some noises, like basically some scuttling sounds up ahead. Don't see
some what sound?
Scuttling sounds, like the sounds of something small moving up ahead.
Okay.
Oh Lord! I pray that these
all of them.
Your magic can make bugs disappear, right? I heard these stories of huge bugs.
Oh, there's bugs? I don't like bugs.
No, I only have encountered bugs that are mundane and small, but this fantastical world seems to have everything twisted. And
I'm not gonna do a shot in the dark.
Well, prepare your weird magics. We'll push forward.
Okay, let me try one thing. At least I'll give us some protection. I'm gonna cast a magic shield.
Magic shield.
Yeah.
What page is magic
So-
shield? Mages. Or mage. I'll find it. Just go ahead and roll.
Oh, that reminds me. Where the fuck is John? Piece of shit.
Go for it, Raphael.
I got a. That's ridiculous. 31.
31. That was scary me. Last time you said it's ridiculous, you got a 1. So, oh wow, that is ridiculous.
So,
Go ahead, roll a 1d4.
Oh god.
A 1d4
Oh,
plus
God.
1.
Oh god. Oh shit.
it's okay. 31, I said.
Oh god, did you put a shield across after?
Oh, you rolled it? Okay, 2, 3. Okay. Wow. Okay. You guys, go ahead. Actually, roll one more roll a manifestation. Let's see what it looks like. Roll 1d6.
Yep. 6.
Okay. Around Rachael, a whirlwind of air starts spreading around her. You notice the whirlwind of air basically spreads out from her, and it goes onto to all of you. All of his allies.
Ooh.
All of you are surrounded by like a whirlwind of air. It doesn't hurt you at all. It provides you with this +6 bonus to your armor class. So write down your new armor class is somewhere else. This lasts for 2 hours. Okay. It will follow
Oh my
you.
goodness.
It
Nice.
blocks magic missiles automatically. It blocks most mundane attacks from missile weapons. So it shoots an arrow at you. It will block it for 20 points per attack for the duration of the spell. And for the mages, counter spell +4 bonus to any counter spell. If you mage duel against something down here. Got it? This is for 2 hours, guys.
I have heard of.
So just remember that, so I don't have to remember it.
Is this going to come at some price? Am I
Can you say that again?
cursed?
+6 AC, +6 to your armor class for 2 hours. Okay.
Mhm.
This blocks magic
Great.
missile completely. It blocks most attacks from mundane projectiles by 20 points per attack. If someone shoots a bow and arrow at you, that arrow will be blocked by 20 points of damage per attack. Okay, this refreshes. If someone shoots you again, you get another 20 points. And you have a +4 bonus. You don't need to worry about that because you're not a mage. The only one who really affects is Rachael. Where the hell is Felnox? Did Felnox come down? And Felnox, if he ever shows up. Actually, no, Felnox is not with you. He decided to go stick around somewhere else, so he's not there.
Nope, he's fucking around above.
Yeah, he's running around.
Yep, he's fucking around above.
So remember that for 2 hours of in-game time. So pretty much the whole time you're going to be down inside the ship, unless you decide to camp. So
Well done.
+6 to AC. So that's useful.
Am I going to turn into a skeleton after this or something?
Oh, no, this one. This one is pretty safe. I'm a pretty safe caster. Not too many corruptions usually. I'll let you know if you're gonna be, having some counter.
I heard.
I'm gonna say, the fine letter when you see, drug commercials on TV.
Your TV commercial. Is this some sort of country?
Yes, TV is a country. Yeah, I'll take you there one day. You're gonna have a blast. You're gonna be absolutely.
So
what the fuck is?
As the lion keeps looking behind him and talking to Rachael, nervously having this conversation, the source of the skittering comes out of the mist in front of you. 3 of these 2-foot-long centipedes come out of the mist, looking straight at you, and basically it's them and the lion, all 3 of them. So everyone roll initiative.
Oh Lord!
They are attacking.
Why was I picked? I think I need to leave Moonwind. These don't exist in Grindex, do they?
I have no idea, boy.
What about the last sun?
Well, we have giant weasels, which are much worse.
Okay, the Beehat is not here, so he is here, but he's not playing right now. So he's gonna,
They are
he's gonna be in the back.
the apis.
Don't worry, I got Beehat. He starts screaming and he curls up somewhere.
Okay, that's exactly what Beehat does.
He thinks that it's part of his bee.
Yes, exactly what
He
Beehat
thinks
does.
it's part of his bee.
Yeah.
He thinks it's a bee. You know, he can't tell. He's like, no!
So Brian, your initiative was 2?
Yeah, I'm last, dude. I'm just going last.
Well, the bugs have really...
Alright, I got a +2 to my D20. I got a 17. Nice. Very nice, Kane. Be nice if I can cast a magic spell to dispel my sickness right now.
Rachel rolled an 18.
Oh wow, those bugs just fucked us.
And knows how to use initiative. Really good. And the bugs roll in a 21. Holy shit. They go first.
Ah, shit.
That's a high roll.
It was nice knowing everybody.
Tyler. Sorry, Tyler. The bugs attack. All 3 of them swarm the lion. They're not very large. They're only about 2 feet long, but they straight line since he's the one right in front of them. And this is Dungeon Crawl Classics, and DCC says fuck you. So all 3 of them ram you with this big, massive head that they have. They basically charge forward and ram you with their big goat-like heads. What is your armor class?
24! Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So the only thing that will hit you is a crit, and that'll probably kill you. So the first one misses. Second one, they're ramming into you, but your armor is so powerful after Rachel's spell that it's basically pushing them away. The wind is buffeting them and shoving them away from you. Okay, so that was it for all 3 of them. You're up, Rachel.
All right. So I go like, what I need. Shoo! Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, so I'm gonna cast. What am I gonna cast? I should have Magic Missile. Yes, I do have Magic Missile. That's the basic spell for any wizard that wants to learn it. I shall be happy to teach it. So it's let's roll this. What do I get? 25.
You can do the thing you did with the bird.
Oh wow.
Maybe some goblins.
If you have the page,
you could disintegrate them more.
Because it makes things faster for me. Whoever has spells in front of them. All right.
I want to say it's like 146 or 164.
So
yeah. One day.
You get the result or?
No. I'm trying to find the spell. It's not 164.
The spell is on page 145 on the DCC manual.
Got it. What'd you roll? 20.
There you go.
25. What was it? 25.
25. Yes.
Okay. Roll 1d6.
1d6. Okay.
And then 1d10 right after that.
Yeah. D6. 6.
Okay. So it's 1d6 plus 3. 9 missiles appear. Well, let's see what they are. 1d10.
1d10. I got an 8.
Okay. So 9. Basically, he pulls ice. Rachel pulls ice out of the walls themselves, and they turn into missiles around her, into 9 missiles that basically hover around her. And go ahead. They fire out at the bugs. And
yes.
There's 3 bugs, so I guess 3 for each, right? You decide that.
3 for each.
Okay, go ahead, roll 1d8 plus your level. That's how much damage you do each of the bugs.
Okay, so 1d8 plus my level, so 1d8. So it's 10 on the first missile.
Okay.
We're doing for each missile or all?
Just leave that for all of them because that's enough to kill them. Okay. So the missiles basically slam into the creatures and and basically cut right through them, and basically they're spears of ice that cut right through it and impale each one of them. 3 missiles hitting each is enough to kill all of them. So the lion basically, that's what you see. All 3 bugs get impaled. They screech a little bit, fall over, and just lay there twitching. Rachael.
And I go. And I go. I see you later. Okay, I'm not gonna quit.
I've seen magic casters, but never quite so.
I've seen that too, because we are in a nice cave.
But
no, okay.
Glad that we're not enemies.
You're not a maze? In a maze? Oh, okay, I see why Bill sent me here.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry,
I'm trying to make icy puns.
He's making very bad icy puns.
Now I realize why Bill the Elf sent me away.
Me too.
You're acquainted with Bill.
Every time, boy, you say me too, you need to say hashtag, otherwise it doesn't work.
Is this some sort of prayer?
Hashtag me too.
There you go. You have done the incantation of equality.
I have no desire to incite a god.
So
I will not say this word.
Hashtag, yes. Use it.
If I
it
do
makes
it,
you trendy.
Perhaps the trendy is that some sort of?
It's what the kids do these days. No, at least that's what I heard. The kids, people that are like 300 years old.
I feel the more I talk to you, the less I have.
Anyways, shall we proceed into the cave? It's a very interesting cave.
Please.
We're supposed to be saving the world too, but that never matters.
Apparently, this won't take very long.
The air grows warmer.
Saving the world.
The air grows warmer.
It's taking too long. Let's go.
So you head down. So the air grows warmer as you scuttle down the strange tunnel, and soon you're sweating beneath your armor and your clothes. Up ahead, a shaft of light pours into the tunnel, appearing to come from a small opening in the tunnel's wall. Cautiously approaching, you see a side passage running off into the distance. Although hazy with bright green vapor, light shines from its far end.
That must be lava. I heard of this material. You touch it and it imbues you with godlike powers. Either that or you die.
I believe you're referring to lava, and that's the one that kills you, or yeah, that's the
from the legends I've heard of. I've heard of the legends of Achilles, and apparently they put him in lava. He came out immortal. But if you do not have, if you were not born for power, then
you know what? Yeah, that's probably the right one. Yeah, that's the right interpretation of that.
Yes.
Next time we have a child, put him in lava.
That is very presumptuous. Only if the gods speak to you. Those
get
are
lava.
Merely assume.
Lava baby.
The child gets it.
So who's heading down this tunnel? Are you heading down?
I pushed forward to the light.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I pushed forward
because I think Ephialtes is going to get tired of and just head down himself.
he's just going to shove us out. He's going to climb on top of us. He's going to jump over. He's like, "Oi, out of the way!"
So
adventure awaits.
All right, so you scramble along the secondary tunnel for a distance of 30 feet before reaching its terminus. A 3-foot square hole covered by a mesh of burnished metal stands before you, breaking the monotony of the tunnel. Beyond the grating is a mist-filled chamber, its dimensions impossible to discern. Through the emerald-colored smoke, you barely make out an L-shaped metal housing which seems to have once covered the opening through which you peer, but now lies askew. The mist glows slightly, illuminated by a source overhead you cannot make out.
This looks like radiation. You should totally go in first.
I heard from a distant cousin of mine that breathing in colored mist will kill you. Can you use your magic or staff or something to test if it's poison?
I can tell you if it's magical. I don't know if I can tell you if it's poison. But don't we have like the Beehat person to test drugs and poisons?
He's currently having one of his fits. Look at him.
Arthur,
he's screaming.
The bee flies over to Rachael, hovers over her, and he's saying something, but you don't understand her. You don't understand him at all. And he with his pin, with his little the stinger, he points at the mist and then flies into it, and then flies back.
I guess safe.
I think this is a bad omen. We should probably go somewhere else.
I go with my
abomination.
And I go like 2 thumbs up to the bee. What does the bee do?
The bee flies over to your armor and lands on your shoulder. He seems to have forgiven your attempt to kill him earlier.
Oh, I pet the bee on my shoulder.
I suppose it's fitting for a mage to consort with abominations.
The bee seems to be saying something to you, you don't understand.
Felipe?
Oh, John's here.
Yep, finally.
John, Beehat doesn't understand what Arthur's saying.
What did he say?
He made peace with Rachael, and he gave her an entire speech about honor, and he believes he's falling in love with her, and that she's beautiful. He's never seen anything so beautiful as her in her pink armor.
Oh my goodness! Does he have? Oh my goodness! This bee goes after every female he comes across.
Very well.
Rachael has gone through menopause already. There's no luck there.
So the lion, he raises his shield again after face palming for a solid 30 seconds, and then he moves into the mist.
Well, there's a grating in front of you. That's what I was trying to point out. There's
a grate?
Yeah, a grate in front of you. There's a mesh. Burnished metal in front of you.
Ephialtes, you're a dwarf. You know how to deal with metals, don't you?
Ryan?
What was that? What was that?
There's a mesh of metal right in front of you. And
you know what to do.
The lion asked you if you know what to do about it. You're a dwarf.
All right. Can I roll for intelligence?
No, you don't have to. Your dwarven senses tell you all you have to do is break it. Smash it.
All right, so I get my dagger, use the back of it, and I just bash it.
Okay, roll strength check. Nope. So you bash it. You bash it. I'm not even going to do a fumble. So you hit it and you break a nail. Essentially,
that is a natural.
Oh fuck! And it hurts. You're bleeding a little.
I used the wrong dagger for that. It's not supposed to use that at all. So you give it a try. I hand it to him.
Do you want me to use your dagger to open this?
No, I want you to just break it. Use whatever you want. Just break it.
Made out of.
You also know it's not dwarf
made out of metal.
By the way, yeah, it's just from looking at it. This is not made by dwarves. This is made by something.
Just trust me, Lion. Bash it.
The lion, he looks for a seam in the metal to see if he could push it or pull it. Is there any seam where indicates that he could push or pull it?
Yeah, you can just stick your fingers into the mesh and pull, or push. But you're gonna have to break it to pull it out.
Okay, the lion is gonna attempt to push it.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. The lion has, greater strength than Bellerophon, so prepare yourselves. This is gonna fucking shock you. Holy shit, I actually got a decent roll. Some crisp miracle.
Okay, the lion sticks his fingers into the mesh thing and pushes, and he finds that it's actually not that difficult to push. And the thing gives way and breaks, and he falls on his face into the next room. And no damage, he's okay. But you're inside. I'm going to describe the room. It's a chamber. It's stiflingly hot. Green vapor fills the air, making it difficult to see more than 10 feet ahead of you. Odd, bulky shapes, many bearing a myriad of small, blinking lights of various hues, loom out of the fog around you. The walls and floor are constructed of smooth, interlocking white plates, crafted from a hard, unknown material. A diffused light shines from above, emitted by squares set in the ceiling. I'm going to switch your little thingy and move you elsewhere. This
dwarven architecture is quite stunning.
You're inside the ship.
This dwarven architecture is quite stunning, isn't it? Your people create Ephialtes, or is it Elven? I think it's dwarven. Dwarves usually are innovative.
You can try to recognize it if you want Ephialtes. You're going to have to roll an intelligence check.
Yes.
If it's large enough, it should be from elves, and if it's tiny stuff, it's from dwarves. That's usually how it goes.
I've heard legends of great dwarven mines.
In the last sun, there's plenty of spaceships called skyships. Rachel, go ahead, roll an intelligence check. You can do it too.
Yep.
Both you and
oh wow, that's a 20. That's a fucking 20. He knows everything about this ship. He knows the ship's mother, father, fucking daughter, everything. He knows when the last person farted in this ship.
Okay, Ephialtes, you have no fucking clue who made this. Rachael, humans. This is made by
humans.
Humans made this, but much more technologically advanced than any of the ones you've seen on this world.
Oh yes. This looks like I've seen similar ships. We should be able to commandeer it, no problem, and then take over the world with it.
This is a ship. This isn't some sort of city under the... Because there's blinking lights. Did they put torches inside the... How did they make torches so small?
Yeah, let me check. I check on the side, the entrance, if there's like one of those classic emergency exit maps that show you the layout of the ship.
You do find
you are here.
You do find massive devices all over this place. Okay, all over this room, and there were blinking lights on them. If you want to try to operate one of them, let me know. Anyone wants to try to operate one of these things?
Yeah, I'll try to operate one of those.
Luck check.
Look at this.
Roll luck check.
Do you know
Rachel?
Luck check. Okay.
Luck check.
Ephialtes, look at this. How did they make it such a
10.
You rolled a 10? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, nothing happens. There's a change of pitch in the machine's humming. It hums differently, and you see a new pattern of flickering lights. You're okay.
Okay, I'll go to the next panel and try again.
Okay.
The lion clicks. The lion presses one of the lights.
Okay, roll a luck check, Lion.
That's true.
Before Rachel does. There's another one.
This reminds me of that giant robot.
You go first. You go first.
What?
Oh, that's good.
Again, nothing happens. Wait, hold on. That's one.
Oh.
Okay, Ephialtes. Once again, nothing happens. You guys are okay. The lights.
I got a 17 though. 17 nothing.
The lights just change patterns. The humming of the machines in this room changes pitch. Okay, but nothing terrible happens. Nothing awful happens. Who else is in here? Beehat, what are you doing? While they're touching the buttons all over the room.
I got a 17. Nothing happened?
John.
So Beehat starts looking around and he's trying to find anything that he can try to recognize, like different types of writing, maybe something that looks like a normal door handle.
Okay. Away from the strange contraptions that everyone else is touching, in this room is a 15-foot diameter circular pillar running from floor to ceiling. It is constructed of the same bright white material that covers the chamber's walls and floor. On one side of the pillar is a narrow opening measuring 6 inches wide and 7 feet tall. Darkness lies beyond the gap. A small, shallow, circular indentation is also present in the pillar's side, a few feet away from the slim opening.
Oh, hold up! I want to confirm something. I rolled a 17. That's still nothing.
Yes, I heard you the first 5 times. Go ahead.
I didn't get a reaction. I'm so shocked.
Nothing bad happened. Keep rolling if you want to make something wonderful happen.
All right. So you said what was the last part of that description?
Last part. The last part is a small, shallow, circular indentation is also present in the pillar's side, a few feet away from the slim opening. There's an opening. It's 15-foot diameter circular pillar running from floor to ceiling. It's constructed of the same bright white material that covers the chamber's walls and floor. One side of the pillar is a narrow opening measuring 6 inches wide and 7 feet tall. Okay.
Wow. All right. So I'll walk over to the opening and take a look inside.
I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Okay.
It's dark inside. Are you going to step in?
Yeah.
I love you, John. You're awesome.
Somebody's got to do it.
Okay, it's 10 feet in diameter, completely bare inside. There's a row of small, unlit glow panels running the entire height of your tube that mars the wall's face. Okay? As soon as you step in there, the glow panels light up. Okay? And suddenly you feel like air hit you underneath, and you move basically 5 feet per second. And you rise up real quickly, about 50 feet, and a door opens in front of you.
All you hear is
pretty much.
So I look. After being completely terrified, he kind of like stumbles out, looks around, and is like, "What was that?"
Okay, you're inside a new room. Okay, the space beyond the mysterious magical tube is filled with verdant plants. Leafy fronds and tendrils spill over the sides of low-walled beds situated above the room. The air is warm and humid and carries the fragrance of a multitude of odd, colorful blossoms. At the far end of this 50-foot wide angular room is a doorway set into the opposite wall. Some kind of greenhouse you stepped into.
So he looks around.
You heard Beehat scream, which he does all the time. But you heard him scream on the other side of the room. Do you stop pushing buttons, or what do you do? What do you guys do? No?
Yeah, I press buttons.
You keep pressing buttons? Roll another luck check. But you're pressing buttons on the devices you've been pressing buttons on, right, Rachel? Or you're not going over to the tube?
19. I get it. 19.
19? You keep making your luck checks, so nothing terrible happens. The lights just switch and it hums. You have to fail your luck check for something to happen.
I mean, I can keep on luck checks, but there's no door or anything I could try to open.
Yeah, no. At the other end of the room is that tube that Beehat just
that round
stepped
thing?
into.
Okay, I'll go next to the round thing and I'll see if there's like a button to open it.
Okay, no, it's open.
It's open.
There's a hole. There's a hole in there. You can step in. Beehat stepped in there and flew straight up.
Oh. Yeah. Why the fuck not? Okay, I step in.
Okay, so you step into it. You see the same thing he saw. You see a bunch of lights basically appear around you, in the tube. Okay, and then you hear, and then you go flying straight up at a rate of 5 feet per second until you
I
go
feel like one of those the pneumatic messaging systems.
pretty much exactly. Or you go to the bank, you put the little thing in there, you go straight up, and then you're in another tube, and then a little door opens directly in front of you and leads to where Beehat is standing there. And
Hey, Beehat.
Yeah, Beehat, you're.
Yeah, hey,
Rachel's there.
did you do this all this? It's unbelievable.
Well, we're here. It's believable. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You need to
I don't know
relax.
how many beehives I can make in this place. It's amazing.
You need. I'm gonna do some neural linguistic group programming on you, Beehat. There afterwards.
I'm back.
All right, Ephialtes, both Beehat and Rachael have left. What are you doing? What are you and Riondrake up to?
Oh.
Still in the room touching buttons?
Do I want to press more buttons? Is there a screen anywhere I can look at, or a chair?
Nope. Just these large contraptions around you. These large sci-fi things with lights on them. That's it. Them and that tube.
Well,
the other end of the room and the grate that you came into.
Okay, so I can follow them into the room, right?
You can follow them.
You know what? I want to keep pressing buttons.
You do it again. Another luck check.
Yeah.
I've never seen a group want to fail more. But you roll. Nope.
It's the same.
11 is not a fail. So again, the lights shift on the contraption that you touch. The humming changes pitch, but nothing terrible happens.
Damn it.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too, but I'm curious.
I leave the room. I leave the fucking room immediately. Like I rush out of there. I follow wherever Rachael went. Like wherever I saw Rachael going, I sprint over there. I'm sprinting like a catapult's about to hit me.
Okay, so you run.
You know she went towards the abomination, right?
You run across the room and you run into that tube thing, the lift tube.
Yep.
So it's open. You gonna step in?
Yep.
Again, you see lights. Lights appear around you, and you hear the sound, and the tube sends you straight up. And then, as it stops at the top, a little door opens, and in front of you are Rachael and.
Okay, wait. I need to hold up. I felt like a sensation of like a really fast elevator, or did it feel like nothing?
It felt like air coming up from below you, pushing you up.
Like, did the tube like actually throw me upwards, or was this like an elevator?
It threw you up.
You got stuck through a vacuum tube.
It's
okay,
like
the lion probably.
You go to the bank and you put those things.
The lion probably.
It's like that.
The lion probably then mildly freaks out. And he's like, "What's going?" He screams a little as he's going up. And when he finally makes it to the top, he's like, "Oh, what was that? This place is cursed. We should probably leave. I just experienced...
We can turn this into a giant beehive. This place is amazing.
You're corrupted.
The room ahead of you. The room ahead of you is like an overgrown greenhouse. Like there's plants in here, and they've run riot, man. The plants are like all huge, and they're all wrapped around each other. To get to this room to see anything else on the other side of the room, it looks like there's a door. But to get to that door, you're gonna have to hack your way through these plants, or do something about the plants.
I think I've heard of jungles where people with ebony skin reside.
Before you go forward, I want to see what happens to Ephialtes. Ephialtes, you gonna try one more luck check, or are you going?
Heart removals.
I'm gonna go up. Okay, I don't want to push my luck.
You step into the tube, straight up, and now you join the rest of the group. So you're all together now in that. Go on what you were saying, Tyler.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You said the same thing down there. Let's go.
Yes. They have torches, somehow very, very small and dim, but lit. I don't know how, with their weird light. The mages understand better. Oh, and the bee has regained his composure. I wouldn't say he's regained his sanity. One day we need to kill that bee. It'll free him.
The bee is still on Rachel's shoulder, by the way.
My pet bee now.
Rachel, is the bee infecting your mind?
No. It's actually quite friendly. It's warm to the touch.
It sounds like it's in your mind.
I'm calling it my little honey.
It makes some buzzing.
It's infecting your mind.
Sounds and faces forward because it's a warrior.
Like, I'm sorry, Rachel, but the last thing we can have here is our mage being corrupted by the bee. I must save you. The lion rushes forward with his shield and tries to shove the bee off. Begone, abomination! Like, he tries to shove the bee off with his shield. Like, he's holding his shield, like trying to push it off, yeah. Begone!
The bee hovers above
You will
Rachel.
not corrupt this one.
Hovers above Rachel, hovers high enough that the lion can't reach it. And it makes angry buzzing sounds at it. Beehat, you understand what the bee says.
Damn you, abomination.
Take this fool out of my sight before I kill him. You Beehat.
So, Beehat, he looks very, very annoyed. Actually, almost angry. He looks at you, he's like, please do not do that again. He is not a threat.
Beehat, if you really want to answer that question, tell me your name. Your first name and last name. What is your name, Beehat?
I am known as Beehat the Keeper.
Exactly. You do not have one. This creature has twisted your mind. You probably had a wife and kids at some point, and then this thing found you.
I'll have you know, I've been raising bees my entire life.
Did you really?
A valiant warrior.
Do you remember your parents? Do you remember where you were born? Do you remember where you were born, Beehat? Your parents raising you.
Yes, I remember all of it. And I remember
you're telling me your
Roxas.
Parents named you Beehat.
A.K.A. Pa Kent. I used to work on his farm. Used to raise bees, and he used to sell the honey to people. And the honey used to bring in a lot of money, as well as bring joy to children's lives. You're a vile villain for wanting to hurt bees.
Shall I kill him, master?
I'm merely stating the obvious. This is a cosmic horror.
Arthur asked
You've been tainted. You can't even remember your name.
This fool's
I may be known as the title. Look at me, Beehat. My title is the Lion, but my name is John Lamidius. I have a name. I was born. I have a child. I have people in ties to this world.
Beehat looks at you horrifically confused.
Tainted by this thing.
Okay, while these two argue,
why am I supposed to care?
Rachel and Ephialtes, what are you guys doing? You guys trying to move ahead?
I'm sitting there tapping my foot. Just looking onward, tapping my foot, like we were pausing.
Are you gonna start hacking into those plants?
Is the bee back on my shoulder?
The bee wants to get back on your shoulder, but the lion he's able to reach the shoulder, so it's hovering above you because he's trying to swat it with his
I look at the bee and I go like, yeah, we've been friends, but I don't know if you have bugs. So it's terrible. Sorry, guys.
Nope, it's awesome.
So, and I already have a pet.
No.
It's okay.
He's a perfectly healthy bug.
Perfectly.
Yeah, but I don't like it. It scratches the paint job on my armor, so it's annoying. So
after seeing a centipede this large earlier, it might actually be natural to this twisted place.
So
yeah, that's
They
why.
should call this
Bee thing,
they
so
should call this world Hellwind.
bugger off. Oh, sorry.
So Arthur looks like he's brokenhearted.
The
And
lion
he flies
then
back over to Beehat and lands on his head and looks dejected. He turns away.
So Beehat just turns around and keeps walking.
You can't keep walking because you see
Well-
the entire room is covered in plants. So you have to start hacking.
well, Ephialtes, you patiently waited through this one. Let's cut through this so we can move forward.
Thank you. I go behind him, walking forward.
Okay, so you start cutting.
Is there enough space for multiple people to start chopping through?
Oh, there's plenty. Of
Or
yeah,
still only
there's plenty of space.
all right. I'll and with my glorious sword, I'll just start chopping. But I'm let's see. I'm listening for any sounds. Can I maybe do like a luck check or something to see if I perceive anything within here?
Well, that's not
Maybe
a luck
some
check, that's a
chanting
perception check.
shamans.
It's not a luck check. It's a perception check. It's use your personality.
All right. And luckily, the lion has a great personality. You're about to see all of my modifiers in play. Ten.
All right. Yeah, you don't sense any noises or any living things in this room. Just a fuckload of plants. And some of the ones that you're chopping into them look fairly delicious. I said look fairly delicious.
Garden of Eden. Garden of Eden. It's corrupted. Don't
Everything's corrupted.
trust the plants.
I
Don't
put
trust
in
the
8
plants.
strange things. Maybe Beehat would like to try it out first. He seems to be immortal.
Yes. He does. Wait. He is? That wouldn't be good.
It seems to be. He comes back most times.
I haven't met him before this moment, so
Well, I've seen him die at least 2 times. I can tell you, he's persistent.
have. You're acquainted with the bee, so you know of his corruption. Has anyone killed the bee before?
Are freaking livid.
Not that I have seen. Not that I've seen, but I don't think it's something we should worry about. There's mostly on our side as well, so.
I worry for the man. He is locked inside that creature's grip. This is what we're saying as we're chopping, by the way.
Okay. So do any of you
So we're not just stopping
sample
like
the
fucking
plants?
girls.
Or you just cut your way
Stopping and
through?
turning around.
Beehat's currently taking notes, seeing the best place to start beehives.
Oh, I thought he's currently taking notes on seeing who's. I thought he was currently taking notes on seeing who was talking shit. He's like, all right, this guy.
I thought he was gonna like. Thought he was gonna be like Ultra Humanite. It's like, interesting. This environment. The Ultra Humanite would take notes for everything.
Well, Ultra Humanite's always constantly trying to learn. Beehat just wants to make more beehives in the area, so he's like, yeah, I could put one over there. That tree is perfect for a hanging one. That's his entire thinking right now.
So we keep going forward, and actually the lion stops for a moment. And he turns he doesn't turn his head back. He keeps looking forward. Rachael, could you do that magic thing? Detect magic stuff.
Absolutely,
so we don't get blown up.
Yes, I'll detect magic. If it's high tech, I don't know if it's gonna work, but hey, let's try it. 22.
I'm going based off of the legends I've heard of
22,
magicians.
detect magic. What page is detect magic?
Detect magic is
260.
260.
I just want to see what I know what you're going to see, but I want to see what you rolled. What it says. Okay, yeah, no magic. You detect no magic. Everything around you is technology. You can identify that without even casting. But yeah, you detect no magic.
No magic?
Nope.
Good. But then again, abominations don't have magic in them, and they're still abominations. So the line keeps going forward then.
Okay, so after you guys cut through
the line
plants, does anyone take a nibble of any of the plants before?
No. I've learned better.
I offer them to Beehat, but I do not take one myself.
Did you touch any of the ones that you offered?
No, I said it as we were cutting through.
They're like pointed at it. Maybe go ahead and eat that. It looks good.
The bee goes to Beehat, and Arthur says to Beehat, "You should save some of these plants, Master. I detect that they are poisonous and can be used to kill some of these idiots later."
He looks at Arthur. He's like, "Can we use them to kill off those things that are threatening the hive as well?"
Yes, Master. Take some of them. Put them in your pocket. I will turn them into a poison, and I will dip my stinger in them.
You see, he grabs his little sack and he starts nudging the plants in there with his staff, so he doesn't have to touch them.
Yeah. You notice that Arthur flies over to one of the plants and dips his stinger in him. Looks over at the lion and he does this with two of his little paws in front of him.
Oh God. So at
the end of the room, the rest of you run into a door. The door looks a lot like the one that the circular tube, but it's not an actual tube. It's just a door. To the right of it is a plate. Okay, but the door is closed. There's a little plate against the wall, a circular plate. High-tech shit.
Are there any inscriptions on it, or any writing?
It's just a plate and a door. It's a plate against the wall. It's like a circular disc against the wall.
Yeah, Ephialtes goes and puts his hand on the plate.
Okay, it glows, and the door opens. It goes, opens up right in front of you. Okay, you see directly in front of you is a 30-foot square chamber. It shines under the bizarre glowing panels that are overhead. Patches of ice and puddles of slush cover the entire floor. 4 short hallways exit this room, one at each cardinal compass point. The ice is more prevalent towards the southern hallway. The southwest corner of this room is slightly rounded and contains a door set in the wall. There's a small circular indentation in the center of the door. So there's slush all over the floor. It's like something happened and some of the ice from outside got in here. That's what you detect, Ephialtes, immediately. Your dwarven senses.
Right, so I walk forward, I guess.
Okay, you're walking forward into the ice. Okay, how fast are you moving?
Slowly, very slowly. So I'm bracing myself and walking slowly over the ice.
You want to go to the ice area first?
He's already in there. Do you guys follow him? He's okay. Nothing's happening to Ephialtes.
Ephialtes, perhaps we could go to that area last.
I feel it getting really cold. I turn back.
No, it's not getting any colder.
I look at the
It's not getting any colder.
No, what was in the ice area again?
You're gonna have three distinguishing features in here. Okay, I'm gonna describe to you again. There's a door.
Thank you.
There's a door straight ahead. Okay, it's partially ajar, and Ephialtes can see that. The rest of you can. He's closer. There's frigid air escaping through this door, through this hole, the partly open door. Okay. You can see beyond the gap that drifts of snow and faint blue-white light can be seen through that doorway. Okay, there's a southern door, and there's a puddle of slushy water there. Okay, and in front of that thing is another one of those tubes, like the one that took you up here earlier. So those are the two things you see. There's a gold
Lion. I think this is the way out. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. There's an indentation to the right of the tube, and it's missing something that looks like it has to be put in there.
Lion, I think this is the way out. Appears there's a frozen tundra or something on the other side of that door out there. Might be.
There are lights though.
The way forward.
You see lights, blinking lights through that doorway. So that may be where whatever it is broke in, like the ice broke in. But that's also part of the ship beyond that door. Ephialtes.
All right. Well, I suppose the ajar door seems better than the cold, icy water.
Remember, there's also one of those lift tubes, but to the right of the lift tube looks to be an indentation, like stuff with like a disc-shaped hole where something maybe has to be placed in there to get that tube to actually work. That lift tube.
Something has to be placed in there for it to work?
Yes.
Hmm.
And it's disc-shaped.
Well, I walk towards that.
The tube. The tube.
I walk towards the door, just to get a closer look at it. I don't walk outside of it; just get close to it to see the jar.
It's partially ajar. You'd have to pull it open to get through. You can see through it a little. You see lights, basically mist, frost and mist in that room, and lights above. Basically, the lights are still on in that room, but that seems to be the source of where the ice came in, where it caved in from. But there is a room in there, but you can't really see too well through that mist. There is light filtering through the mist, but it looks like there's like a big ass hole in the ceiling.
All right. Well, I open it and continue to look inside.
Roll a saving throw, a reflex save.
Oh,
I'm sorry, a strength roll.
Shit
A strength roll.
We have now walked into the movie The Thing.
That's what I said before, McCready. You missed it.
Does anyone have the hat? We need McCready's hat to win.
Okay, you rolled really high, Ryan, Ephialtes. So you're trying to pry the thing open, and you realize that even though your strength is considerable, you may need somebody else to help you. Maybe the two of you together can. Someone else who has some strength.
The lion jumps in to help.
Okay, so the rest of you guys walk into this room and
follow. Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I attempt to help with, my fingers slip on the door. Nothing. Nada. I got a fucking 4.
Okay. So that's you rolled a 4.
Oh yeah, my fingers slipped on that door.
Actually, you don't have to roll. Just add your strength bonus to one of you, and that person to roll. You guys decide. You add your 2.
Oh, okay. All right. You get a +1 Ephialtes. Plus uno.
Bubba.
Do we open it with the 18?
Oh yeah, 18 opens it. So you pry it open, okay, and you step inside. Every surface of this cavernous chamber is rimed with frost, and drifts of snow cover the floor. Blue-white light filters into the room from a massive hole in the ceiling. It reveals glacier ice beyond. Further inspection of this chamber is suddenly curtailed when a snow-white, towering beast lurches into view and falls upon you with snarling fangs and claws.
Oh no!
Luke, get the lightsaber.
Exactly.
Oh.
Here's a nice.
All right. Well,
here's a nice image of the Yeti that falls on top of you. That attacks you. Everyone. Well, actually, the 2 who are in the room roll initiative. The rest of you may jump in.
I should have gone into the icy room with the water. I don't have hydrophobia like Kulagar. I would have been okay.
Ephialtes and the lion roll initiative. The rest of you have 1 round.
I'm going to die. My is assured. I've rolled a 4. The lion dies tonight.
What can the rest of us do?
Today they sleep.
1 round, and you can step in. You're in the other room.
And they put a dwarf and a lion to sleep. Yeah, they sleep today. It's over.
So the lion rolled what? 2?
He has the high ground.
It's the high ground.
4. I'm fucking dead.
The Yeti
I'm
rolls
fucking dead.
No, we just gotta survive the
Yeti's
first hit.
have like a natural.
Oh man, I was excited for that 5.
Dude, how do? I guess the Yeti was drinking on the job, and that's why he has a -2. The fucking even that, he's still better than us. Like, we literally walked in the room and stumbled over each other like Scooby Doo, except this is real life, so we're gonna die.
Okay, you notice the reason why it has a -2.
Bottle hanging out of his jaw.
I'm gonna tell you something because you noted that has a -2. It looks like it's injured. Essentially, one of its arms is like bent out of shape, and it looks like it's freaking out, and that's why it slashed out at you guys. So it's going to take an attack on the first one it sees. Both of you roll luck checks.
Luck checks, right?
All right, here we go.
Oh, Rachel, you don't have to.
I got no modifiers.
15.
No. Raphael, you don't have to. You're not in this fight. You're outside. You're in the other room. Next round, you can jump in. So the 2 in front of it have to roll luck checks.
Holy shit.
Okay. Wow, the lion.
Okay. Oh,
what did you roll, Ephialtes?
The lion dies tonight, baby.
12.
Lion dies tonight.
So the injured, hurt Yeti takes a swipe at the lion. It's your armor class, man?
Ooh.
You forget that.
My armor classes. Oh shit. Oh, thank God. 24. Oh man, I completely forgot.
So it swings at you. It's basically swinging out in fury and anger and pain, and it swings at you and completely misses. So that is.
I'm alive.
All it's got.
It's
only got 1 arm,
this?
and it's basically
alive?
in pain. Ephialtes, you're up. What do you do?
Oh.
Let's see what I got.
Ephialtes, I'm still alive, aren't I?
You're alive.
I still feel my
You're alive.
This doesn't make sense.
I'll let you roll perception, Ephialtes.
Yeah. So I know that it's injured. So I see that it's welling out, and I'm a dwarf herder, right?
It looks terrifying.
I've seen animals, like hurt animals, go all crazy like this. My first instinct is to not attack it like this right away. Although we've killed plenty of other things, but this is already hurt without us. So I have some empathy here. I try and let the animal know we're not trying to hurt it. So in some
how
way,
do you do that?
What was that?
How do you do that? What does you do?
I put my hand up and I put my hand up and I go. Like a big cat or something. Come, beast, come.
The lion sees this and he's like ooh, it's okay. Don't rip me in half.
Like
it's okay. He's like
so the lion is like down like after he got hit, right? So I'm
no, he didn't get hit at all. I mean, he didn't go down. No, he's okay. He's good. He didn't get hit. It was a miss.
It was a miss.
Well, I put my hand up either way. I go next to the lion just to see both of us flanking him.
All right, I will let you both do the same thing. We'll dual personality checks, like a charisma check to try and calm the monster. You may, whichever one of you wants to roll, you may add your charisma bonuses to each other. That should do it.
Can we do separate rolls? Because I have fuck all charisma.
Well, let me try it.
Okay, so it's down to me. Here we go! The lion!
Let's go! Yo, fuck this thing up. You know what? We try to be nice, now he's gonna get fucked up. Alright, bro.
You rolled a 4 and he rolled a 1, right? Okay. Yeah. The creature looks at you.
This is literally...
And something about you. Something triggers his fury. And he goes, he goes to attack. All right. Meanwhile, in the other room, Rachael and Beehat hear the commotion going on in the room ahead of them. beyond the
He
slush.
smells the cologne.
Are the two of you going to enter that room and see what's going on, or you don't care?
I look big. Should we help?
Well, just in case, we probably should just at least peek through the door, make sure that they're okay. Be nothing. Hopefully.
Yeah. Let's do that. So I go and I peek through the door and I look at the guys. I go like tuk tuk tuk, and I look at them and I point my 2 fingers up like yeah, like that. And do they get to see me? I go like, hey guys, you doing well?
Guys, in the middle of you pissing off the monster, you see Rachael poke her head and do that.
Yeah, like.
I don't even think the lion would.
Rachael, you see a
you're not
10-foot
doing
tall
so well.
furry monster from Star Wars about to kill them.
Have you tried whistling to the thing? And I tried to whistle.
The last time I attempted to tame a beast, it ravaged the sheep.
Did you just whistle a tune from Gremlins?
Absolutely, yeah.
Very good, sir. You're gonna get some XP for that shit. So
when I see it doesn't work, I go shoo, and I'm gonna roll for scare if I can, or do I need to roll an initiative?
Go ahead, roll initiative. You and Beehat. Well, Beehat, not Beehat. I'll make Rachael roll.
Your initiative is just as trash as mine.
Let me bring Rachael. Let me put her into the room.
What? Don't you have modifiers or something for your initiative?
No, not on initiative.
Not on
oh
Dex.
My God!
So Rachael rolls.
Doesn't need it.
Rolls a
what? A 2.
A 2, nice. Well,
a 2. A fucking 2.
So let's add. The only thing saving you right now is Rachael's spell. Honestly, that amazing spell she cast. So the monster takes another swipe at. Actually, go ahead, roll luck checks. Let's decide which one of you he's going to hit. Because
no, we gotta be honest here. He's going after the lion. The lion rolled a 1. Yeah. It must be the lion.
You're absolutely right. He attacks the lion. He's like ravenous, and he goes to bite you, and his fangs slam down into your armor, and he's got you in the fangs, but it's doing no damage. You just feel the pressure on your armor.
I don't like this.
You're up.
No.
The thing is really pissed at the lion.
Let me know when I can go.
You gotta roll initiative, dude.
You asked him to peek in, so you're next round. Ephialtes.
I thought they both said they wanted to peek in.
Oh, I'm muted. Yeah, I can do a mighty deed with a ranged weapon.
You can do a mighty deed with any weapon.
All right, so I try and slide around the beast and shoot him like all over his head with my blaster rifle.
Nice. Use
like a freaking badass.
Was this your plan?
Right? I've just been having it there, but this is perfect. Blaster rifle.
Here is Star Wars.
Yeti, let's go. Exactly.
Did you already happen to know that I'm very bad at taming animals? Was this your whole plan?
I did not.
I think it was. The last time I did was with a wyvern. It killed countless gnomes.
Okay. I got the D die. Damage 1 + 4.
No, don't worry about it. That's just a D die.
So I guess
you rolled. Oh yeah, you did. What did you roll to hit? I don't see. That's not a D die. You rolled to hit.
It's a 1d6 to hit.
No, okay. You rolled your D. Wait, 4. Roll your normal 1d20 because you okay. That's a horrible miss if you count that. So normal D die is a 4, which means you'll make your deed. What were you trying to do if you
right? And no, all that is that was just damage. So it was just 6 damage. Well, let's say 6 damage. I don't know.
No, but you got to roll the hit. Roll 20-sided and add your bonuses.
No,
that's gonna hit.
That's hit.
That's hit even without the bonuses.
Yeah,
the damage would be.
Okay, so roll for
all right,
damage.
So that was the damage and the deed. All right, it's still 1d6 + 4.
Okay, so you rolled. So it's 4 damage. Okay, so 5 damage to the creature. Okay, you hit him. He took 5 damage. He took 5 damage. It goes, and it's howling much louder because it's in even more pain now. This creature.
And now that I'm on the other side of him, yo, where's my sword, dude? I don't even have my sword here. That's unfortunate. All right, so I
probably dropped it when you got that gun.
I do have it. I'm like,
I think you got a shield back, right?
bro, what is up with this?
Brian,
Do I have to roll a hit again?
Brian, that was your attack.
Yeah, it was another attack.
You have 2 attacks.
Don't I have the mighty deed and then another?
No, the deed is your first attack.
No, mighty deed.
Right. So it's just the shield bash. Oh, never mind. I got the shield bash.
Yeah, shield bash is a 1d14 with your modifiers.
Yeah.
D14.
But I can't do a mighty deed with the shield bash. Right.
You can. Absolutely can.
Right. So that's what it's
Riondrake does it every moment he breathes.
Hell yeah. All right, so let me roll the.
You haven't fought with Ephialtes in a while.
Mighty deed.
The Groth.
Let's go. Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, but what's the goal with the deed? What are you up to?
So now that I'm on the other side of him, I try and bash him in the way. The lion. I try and bash him like against the side of the ship or the side of the room.
Okay.
Against the wall. So push him against the wall.
Roll to hit. So you have a +4 to this hit plus your strength. The strength bonuses. That's a 1d14 you gotta roll. Not a 1d20.
Did it roll?
13 plus.
I didn't see the animation, but it got 13.
That's okay. No.
You got
damage for 13. You got him. You bashed him with your shield. Roll for damage. Remember to add your deed to the damage and your strength bonus.
Question: am I gonna get dragged with the creature?
No.
No, he's like on the side of the wall. He's not like on you.
No, he missed.
He was biting me a moment ago.
He's biting you, but doesn't really have a hold on you. Because he missed. It's just to show that your armor's deflecting him. Roll for damage, Ty.
God bless America.
It's 1d8 plus 1.
Plus your strength, plus the deed, which was a 4. What's your strength bonus? So you bash it. Basically, you grab your shield, you slam it up against the creature's head, and you rush him towards the end of the room and slam him into the wall. You hear a whimper, one last little whimper of pain, and he slides down. You see just this freaking trail of blood going down, and the creature dies.
Nice.
Well, Ephialtes.
Damn it.
That could have become a friend if you guys actually made it. You killed it.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to care for the beast to tie him up. Well,
so the other two, Rachael and
I wanted to care for the injured beast.
Rachael didn't have to cast, and Beehat also did not have to cast. They both entered the room. They're both at the doorway.
That's kidding.
See the blood dripping down the shield.
Convenient. The two casters, they happen to be exploring.
All right. Now that the creature is
dealt with...
At least
they didn't cast into the room.
Now that the creature is dealt with, you can actually look around the room.
Right.
Because it barely gave you a chance to look. So I'm going to read it to you. Great mounds of shattered ice and piles of snow nearly fill this cavernous room. In several places, the remains of broken furnishing protrude from the avalanche, suggesting this room was once a living area. With the exception of a small wooden box half buried in a snowdrift, whatever this room was, once contained is now permanently entombed in ice and snow. The pile of icy debris is greatest beneath the fractured ceiling. The heat terminates just below the hold ceiling. Near one wall, another large pillar with a rectangular indentation set in its side runs from floor to ceiling. The area surrounding the pillar is only partially covered by ice and snow. So what do you guys do?
All right.
There's a box. If you're listening. but there's a small.
I'm going to examine the
half
creature.
buried in the snow drift.
I'm going to examine the creature's prior wounds to try to discern what caused them.
It busted his head. When the ice smashed through the ceiling, it was standing on top of the freaking glacier and it fell through.
Check the box.
Who's checking the box?
Beehat's gonna take a look at the box, but is it like frozen into the ground, or is it like still somewhat up?
In snow. You can actually just push the snow out of the way and reveal the box.
Okay. He uses his staff, stays as far back as he can, and then pushes the snow off.
Okay, the snow's off. It's a box. You try and open it.
Yeah, Beehat, are you doing some sort of bee ritual? Do you need that box for your ritual?
So, Beehat, you open the box? John?
Yeah.
Okay. Inside
you hear me?
Is a 3 foot, inside the box is a 3 foot diameter metal disc with 5 flexible tentacles protruding from it. It resembles a skinny starfish.
Got so many different references from so many different things, and not all of them are good.
It's metal.
Sorry, say it again. It's a what?
Inside the box that Beehat's looking at is a 3 foot diameter metal disc. Okay, and there's 5 flexible tentacles that are protruding from it. It's not moving. It's a disc, a metal disc. It resembles a skinny starfish.
Can we all see that?
Only Beehat right now.
Can we all see it?
Unless all of you join him.
Okay.
Wait, what? We all joined him
next to me, so he most likely sees it too.
Are you gonna grab it? Beehat?
He kind of nudges a little bit with his staff at first.
The moment you touch it, it moves. The tentacles wrap around your hand. They basically crawl up and wrap around Beehat's hand, and it forces the metal disc snug into your palm. The disc glows with a dim silver luminescence, and it produces no other effect.
It went up the staff?
Yes. It went up the staff pretty much immediately. The tentacles grab your hand, it pull the disc to your hand, and it places itself in your hand. And then they wrap around your hand.
Why are you screaming, Bee-Man? This should be natural to you, being controlled by cosmic horrors. Prepare to kill.
Your mind. This is like a cosmic horror.
This is it's probably like a metal bee twisting your mind. Like
the bee. It's not even a hexagon. What's wrong with you? It's circular.
Arthur asks you, Master, is it harming you?
This is rich.
Do you feel any pain from it?
No pain at all. It's glowing.
He looks at Arthur and he's like, really? Wait, did we lose Felix?
Yeah, we lost Felix.
No, he is here.
Is he?
What? Oh, he's here. He's back.
No, I've been here the whole time.
Your thing has been doing a little thing this whole game. I didn't know you were here.
I've been watching the whole game.
Oh, okay. That thing starts to glow in your hand, in your palm.
Oh, yeah.
I just turned off the video just now because I figured,
Okay, hold up. So what do you do? What do you guys do?
He kind of he tells Arthur, he's like, no, it doesn't hurt. And he kind of holds up his hand.
I raise my shield and back away from Beehat.
I'll be right back.
Damn it, why isn't Krill down here? Krill's commentary would have been great.
Yeah. Alright, do you guys continue to explore the room, or are you going to cut off Beehat's hand? What's going on?
I don't know, I have this strange sensation to cut off his hand. I'm sure it's not mine. Feels like it was implanted there.
Is now the iron...
What do you think, Rachel? Did you get the sensation too out of nowhere, like a cool breeze?
Let me try to detect magic on that object.
That's a good idea.
You can roll an intelligence check instead of doing detect magic. I'll give you that.
Okay, I'll do an intelligence check. So,
Could Beehat roll one because he's trying to figure out if it does anything?
so it's an unnatural 20.
Okay, wow. All right, so you know what it does. That's a key. It's the same exact
it's a
shape
key.
as the disc shape indentations you've seen next to doors here.
Okay, good. So now the bee person is the key. We should carry him around and put his hand on the keyholes. Apparently, that I think that's what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a door to try it on?
Yeah, you saw one earlier in the other room behind you.
All right, bee person, come. We're gonna try your hand to open things.
Okay. I'm not gonna lose my hand, am I? This is
in this room, the one that got broken into in the icy room. On the other side of the room, by the way, Rachel, there is another lift tube, but you're gonna have to probably dig it out because it's covered in snow.
We're gonna try first the easy door, okay. I guess.
All right, so you guys go back into the other room, and you find another lift tube, and you're gonna stick his hand in there.
Actually, didn't you say there was a door in there?
In this room, there is, but it's covered in snow. In the room
How much snow? Can we actually push it aside?
I'm sorry?
How much snow?
How long did it take to get out?
To dig it out? It's going to take a while. You can do it if you want to.
All right.
About 10 minutes work.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you guys start digging that out. So I'm going to end your portion for the night right there as you guys dig out that doorway. So Rafael, it's already 10 o'clock, so you can retire for the night if you want to. I know it's late as hell for you, man. We'll pick this up next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
All right.
We leave it on the mystery note of what's behind door number B.
Exactly, door number B. Door number B. Yeah. There you go. Before you go, man, I'm gonna give you. There were a couple of counters there, so I got to give you XP. So you killed the boar worms completely yourself. So you're gonna get 2 XP for that. So give her 2 XP, and then you did not really involve yourself in the Yeti fight, but you did say something that made me laugh. But you did say something that made me laugh, so you get 2 XP for that also. So 4 XP.
No, I did the gizmo thing from Gremlins.
The gizmo thing, that's what you get 2 XP for. So just so you get 4 XP altogether. The rest of you wait till the end of the game.
Thank you very much.
All right, man.
Awesome.
You always leave early. You always miss the
XP,
so I gotta give you some.
Awesome to play with you guys as always.
Thank you. See you next week, man.
Have a good night.
All right.
Don't take down the government yet. I need to visit the US at some point.
That's next week.
And I don't want to renew my visa.
Don't worry.
That's next week.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I mean, we had one American Revolution.
Yeah, but it happens once in a while, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
They won't be able to silence us like they did China.
All right, man.
Oh, exactly. All right, have fun, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
All right. Back to who we're gonna go to first. Felix, come back on, man.
Seth are still here.
Felix, you there?
All right. Yeah, I'm here. I've been here.
All right, then. Let me put that away. So we're back to Bellerophon. So Bellerophon, you're still wrapped in that net, okay? That's around you. So what are you going to do? You're gonna take on these douchebags, or you're gonna let them drag Seth off you?
No, I'm not gonna let them take Seth.
All right. So roll initiative.
Seth!
Let me open up my stats again. There we go. There we go. 26 initiative.
All right, then. add you over here.
What did I roll? I still can't see the rolls I do.
9. You have a 9. 9 and 9.
Alright.
You're trash.
Alright, so that's you two. Let me add these assholes to it. This.
It's a fucking Christmas miracle, Jonathan.
So Seth rolls a 2. What the fuck did you roll? A 9. Bellerophon rolled a
You rolled a 9.
6. And
Yes.
Bellerophon, you're first. They're not. This soldier above you is not attacking you. He's basically trying to gently nudge you aside and grabs. He is moving in for Seth, not to attack him, but to put the collar around Seth's neck. What do you do, man?
Okay.
You're still wrapped in that net.
Yeah.
So the first thing you have to do is break that. Just break that if you're trying to make a move.
Okay, so I back up from him and I open up my wings. I ignite them in flames.
Good move.
So,
roll that.
What?
Roll these. Okay. Roll an attack. Roll. Add all your bonuses. Add the D bonus to it. It's gonna work pretty much unless you roll a 1.
Okay. All right. So
you don't have to add any bonuses. Just roll a fucking 20-sided. Just don't roll 1.
Okay. All right. No problem. I'll just roll whatever. I was throwing it at.
Okay. So
yeah.
Your thing lights up. Your wings light up. You burn right through the net and explode outward. If you'd like to roll some kind of intimidation, because I'm pretty sure that's what you're trying, go ahead, roll a personality check, add your bonuses.
Yes. Oh, and actually, I get an advantage to intimidation rolls. Let's see. So what am I adding on my luck bonus?
No, personality.
And what else?
Personality.
Personality.
Just personality. Personality is your intimidation check.
All right. 9, it wasn't that one. This is my other one. How could I roll the same thing twice? Does that make sense? No.
So you open up your wings, and you're
doesn't make sense.
You basically.
You think it was a glitch?
Yeah. Who cares? Don't worry about it. It's enough. It's
It
enough
was,
to show them your name.
It was literally the same exact.
So you didn't scare them, but you showed them what you are. So your wings exploded outward in flame. Oh, what? You gonna do something else?
Mm-hmm. No. Just roll. I think it might have glitched out because it seemed it was the same exact thing twice.
Okay. He lights your wings light up in flames. They see it. They the dude who's trying to pull Seth off you backs away, and you hear the oohs and ahs from all the soldiers around you. So they paused, and again they weren't trying to attack you. So this isn't even a combat initiative.
Mm-hmm.
They were just gently trying to enslave Seth. So the captain turns to you. You're some kind of archangel.
I'm an angel of Behemoth.
We know of Behemoth.
I have my halo, my fiery halo.
We know of Behemoth. He is the enemy of the dark god that enslaved our people. That creature, he points at Seth, that is a child of those dark gods. They came from the red dragons. There is no use for them
but
except
this was
great archangel.
This one is employed by law. He's been blessed twice through water. And I go like this to.
I can't see you, man. I didn't see that.
No, you can't see.
He did the freaking. He did that thing. The cross. He did
like I'm doing the cross to the air right over
like the preacher cross. It's like the power of Christ compels you.
He's been blessed thrice and ran through holy water many times.
The cleric turns to the commander, and he's like, "I'll be the judge of that." Kobold, what do you have to say for yourself? Are you a creature of law? Are you truly a creature of law? Is this your master? Or are you nothing more than what we think you are? What we know you.
He is currently the king I serve. What more can I say?
I like how you said apparently.
You can go ahead and roll a personality check, Jonathan, because I'm not convinced. Let's see if they're convinced.
I didn't say apparently, if that's what you're saying.
I'm not convinced.
I
Let's see
said
if they are.
he is currently.
Charisma check, sir.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
I knew it the second Seth speaks, it's all fucking over.
Yep.
All the hard work that Bellerophon put in.
Bellerophon not trying to kill everyone is all gonna get fucked over by Seth talking.
It's gonna be the elf gently getting smacked by a greatsword in the back. Remember that?
Yep.
When his spine broke.
Okay, I rolled. What did I roll?
What garbage did you
17.
roll?
You rolled it.
Oh,
shit.
wow.
They actually believed you.
So
they believed you.
They don't quite believe you. But they're like the rest of them that kind of do. I mean, most of the soldiers do. They're like, you see them grumbling back and forth. That cleric is still a little.
I look at the priest. I look at the priest. With my wings open and my halo. I was like, "Do you doubt me, an angel of the Lord?"
he rides right up to you. He's not afraid at all. He rides right up to you and looks at you. I do not serve a Behemoth paladin, though I do respect the fact that you serve him. You are not part of my pantheon. We serve the Lord of the Sun. And he points at the symbol on his chest. You see a sun symbol there. And the Lord of the Sun does not recognize those creatures. Because he is under your protection, we will do no more. But we are watching him. And if he steps out of line, sir, we will kill him.
He is with me. He will not step out of line.
Time
now
will
I
tell.
must go.
He's like,
you have
time will
delayed
tell.
me.
And he sneers at you. The commander rides up to you and jumps off his horse and bows before you and introduces himself. He's like, I am Colonel Rodrigo Espada. And your name, sir?
Bellerophon.
Bellerophon. And he takes a step back and he looks over at the cleric. And the cleric now looks, his eyebrows go up. And everyone around, he's like, as in the king of Porthos?
Yes.
Very much so.
The cleric takes one look at Seth. Does the creature have to speak, Your Highness?
He is allowed. I've blessed him enough.
You Porthians have not gone through what we have gone through with these creatures.
You mean the dragons on the roofs? Yes, I think we have.
It keeps speaking in my direction.
He has been cleaned. I have slayed plenty of kobold in my day, but this one serves me now.
Does he? Again, we shall see. Espada turns, he's like, ignore him. Ignore him, Your Highness. He's a little more humble, the commander. We're here tracking another group that our clerics sensed. We captured a wizard earlier. A hideous abomination which escaped us, and we tracked it back to the Stormwall. And then his footsteps just vanished. Do you happen to know anything about a wizard in a ratty robes?
Does it sound like Felnax?
A little too muscular to be.
Oh,
I tried to whisper to Bellerophon. It sounds like he's talking about Felnox.
Every time you speak, the cleric gives you a dirty ass look. Every single time Seth says anything.
I'm still waiting for the cleric to do the praise of the sun.
I might know who you're speaking of. I am tracking the group too, but right now I must go. I am being delayed. My wife needs me.
Your wife?
She has been kidnapped by a foul beast. Yes.
We've heard that she has returned to the living.
Yes,
Your Highness, we would like to join you. I command these 50 soldiers, and more at our cap. We would like to go with you. Are you headed to the Dragon Graveyard? It seems to be the direction you were headed when we intercepted you.
That is where I'm going.
May we journey with you towards the Dragon Graveyard. We have been posted to this area, and we have been there many times. There is danger in that direction. A dragon, Bellerophon.
If you have law in your heart, you may follow me.
A wild and powerful dragon with red horns, but blue scales.
If my wife is there, that is where I'm going.
One that breathes fire, lightning, and snow.
I believe I know who you're speaking of.
Are you sure you want to head in that direction? Without us sending some of our scouts first.
If that is where my wife is at, which she is, that is where I'm going.
Okay, you guys feel...
Even if I go alone.
You and the soldiers all feel an oppressive aura all of a sudden. Basically, like all of you fucking feel. So both of you first are going to roll saving throws. Will saves. Both you and Jonathan and
Seth.
Will saves.
Okay.
I rolled. What did I roll?
You rolled a 12.
I can't tell. I have to get out of role playing.
You rolled a 12.
Uh, 16.
Okay. Bellerophon, you made your saving throw. Seth, you didn't. Okay. Most of the soldiers around you fail theirs. The save does not cause anything bad to happen to you except fear of dragons. Above you is the largest dragon you've ever seen, basically flying right over you. It has 5 heads. Each head is a different color. You see this enormous shape basically fly over you, and Bellerophon, you know that hell has just been unleashed on the planet on Moonwind, because you know exactly who that is. It flies over you.
How did she come back?
The heads do not bother to glance down at you. It's on a singular course, basically flying directly over you, flying over the Stormwall, passing her terrible aura over all of you, and heading, I believe that's east in the direction of Porthos. Behind her,
Tiamat, where she goes, death follows.
A few moments later, behind her is Incendius, also flying over. He also does not notice you. He basically continues to fly over you. He does not blast you with Dragon Fear because he doesn't know you're there, and is following her at a fairly short distance. You do not make. Do you try to communicate with either one of these two?
No, I'm going to my wife.
Okay. So you open your wings, and sir, your highness, we can send scouts ahead, just in case. They were coming from that direction, from the graveyard. Something has happened there.
I know, I sense it. A great evil has happened there, but my wife is there. I must go.
Fine, sir. Okay. They follow you. So as you head in that towards the graveyard. So as you fly as you fly over the graveyard, you get hit, dude. You get hit with like some crazy ass despair, basically blasted into you, and no amount of saving throw can stop you. But it takes you right out of the air. You don't crash, or you land, and you feel this fucking insane despair, and you know that these dragons in this graveyard are completely lost. Okay? They're gone. Their souls
has happened?
They're gone forever.
Father!
Father, why have you forsaken me? No! Baba!
Here. I start looking around,
Griffith! Ah!
touching the bones.
So as you're doing this, inside the cave, Reddington, actually, I'll go to Riondrake. Riondrake, you hear the elevated voice of Lyjah, Queen of Porthos, threatening Reddington outside your tunnel.
Oh! This is great! So Riondrake scuttles back up. You know, he's very proud of the nice little, backwards fucking home he made himself, which it's very comfortable for a dwarf. Like, he just basically dug a hole. It's a very comfortable place for a dwarf, but not for anyone else. He's like, oh, they're gonna love this. It's fucking tiny. He runs over there. He runs up. He's like, oi! You woken up and you're alive. You don't have any trauma on you, do you? I can get you a puppy.
The glowing white eyes diminish a little, and her hair drops down from the. So it doesn't look like it's being hit by a fan. She doesn't look like Storm from X-Men. And she looks over and she blinks and lets go of her magic and looks over at Riondrake, and she's like, Riondrake, King Riondrake, what are you doing here?
That I am? Oh, I came
here to help me.
Her nostrils flare like a dragon. You will shut your mouth, usurper. She turns back to Riondrake.
Something about Tiamat? Did you know? Oh, no, you should know. He made love with Tiamat. That's why he's got devil wings and a tail. Yup, Tiamat, that god, whatever that thing is, the dragon, it's definitely his lover. That's how he's got the magic. It's vile, but I figure it's what kings do. I mean, I wouldn't indulge myself in that. Too busy for my boy, Ingvar.
She's like, go ahead, roll a charisma check. Riondrake. I do imagine you're trying to defuse the situation. So that's what you're rolling a saving throw for.
You were trying to... He didn't confuse anything. Here is my massive modifier. Prepare to get stunned. Wow, I actually...
Defuse the situation.
My awkward nature somehow did it. Like just...
Her fury drops down, and she's like, Reddington, we will speak later. The only reason I don't kill you right now is because of her. He points at the Duchess. Somehow, you've made her more human than she was before. More human than demon. We have been talking.
Isn't it a miracle? I mean, he really somehow he got a god to do that for him. Oh, Lyjah, I know you're probably busy being the queen and everything, but if you got a wee bit of time to spare, you got to tell me about this Tiamat. They got multiple heads, and he touched me child. Figure I want to know about a god that blessed me child.
She looks at Riondrake. One moment, Riondrake, I have to go make sure someone doesn't come in here and kill Reddington. She steps out of the cave to go find her husband.
Who'd do that?
So, Bellerophon, in the middle of your despair, you see your wife coming out of a cave nearby, and she looks at you, and she's got tears in her eyes, and she runs at you and embraces you. Guys.
I still got the fire wings. I just go like the fireball.
She walked right through fire, so it's okay. She steps right through.
But I just go right towards her.
Yeah, you cover each other, and you make out for like fucking 20 minutes. Meanwhile, inside the cave, the Grand Duchess wakes up with a fucking scream. Like this howl of fucking primal roar comes out of her that isn't human because she isn't human. She's a demon. And she looks over at you, Reddington.
Oi!
And you realize something about her this time. She's much bigger than she was before. Her belly.
Oh, no.
Much bigger. She's like, you fool! He's coming now! And she reaches out and grabs your hand. So, she's giving birth. So, we're going to end it right there.
Riondrake, you have experienced birth. You need to help me.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. I need to get a knife.
So we'll pick this up next week, and we'll try to avoid. We're actually gonna do some rolls to see if the baby makes it, and Bellerophon doesn't kill all of you. So, all right, guys. Bellerophon, Felix, you did defuse the situation, so you're gonna get 2 XP. You don't get jack shit, Jonathan. Riondrake, you also get 2 XP. Actually, I'm going to give you 1 XP. The players who played today's game but didn't get any XP, 1 XP for your characters. So that's Beehat. I think, no, Beehat actually survived an encounter, didn't he?
Yeah, I think.
I didn't get to roll for the initiative, so does that still count for the encounter?
No, but I'll give you 1 XP. Actually, you did attempt to join in, so I'll give you 1 XP. So actually, I'll give you 2 XP because no, I can't. You actually weren't here for the first encounter, so just 1 XP.
Nope, he was not. I did Beehat wonderfully, by the way. I played Beehat, and when everyone asked what was Beehat doing, I responded with this: it's a bee. We can't kill a bee.
So Lion, the Lion was in 2 encounters. So the Lion gets 4 XP per encounter. These are not difficult encounters. So you get 4. Ephialtes, you killed one of the encounters. You also get 2 XP, and you were involved in another encounter. You get 4 XP. You got that right?
Thank you. Yeah.
4 XP. Okay. Vote for who's MVP. Do not vote for Rachael because he's not here. He's gotten the last 3 games. So you can take a break. And I gave him 2 XP for fucking whistling the Gremlins music. So he's got enough. Vote in. Vote who should get XP? 4 XP. 4 XP.
I got it. I got it,
man. Type it in, guys.
I hope everyone understands who I mean by Black Dynamite. I voted Black Dynamite.
And I will end the recording session.